And they're off and racing, and Wishful Thinking is being held up as they race towards the first. Gauvin and for Paddy de Plastre in the noseband, with Finian's Rainbow and Summersby as they approach the first. Alpha off over ahead of Oiseau de Nuit as they prepare to take the first turn. So for Paddy de Plastre it is, who settles down in front. Summersby keen in second. Gauvin races third. Finian's Rainbow and Alpha off, the two market leaders, just about side by side. The grey Alpha off in the yellow with the red star. Finian's Rainbow with the white jacket with the black cap, just ahead of Oiseau de Nuit. Wishful Thinking under more restraint, and I'm So Lucky at the rear of the field. So this is the first up the home straight, and over it for Paddy de Plastre and Gauvin at just a steady pace, with Finian's Rainbow in third. Summersby towards the inside in the green and maroon. Alpha off. The grey towards the outer is in fifth place with Wishful Thinking as they reach the next. Over in sixth place, Oiseau de Nuit with Wishful Thinking and also I'm So Lucky. But the field are well grouped, and without Wishful Thinking pressing on, we've had a pretty steady early proceedings up the home straight for this contest. Red and white stripes for Paddy de Plastre, leading Gauvin on the turn. Finian's Rainbow white jacket with Summersby on the rails. Alpha off, three wide into the turn, just ahead of Oiseau de Nuit and Wishful Thinking. Ruby Walsh just briefly looking as if he wanted to try and improve his position there on the grey, but he's going to be three wide into the bend, and I'm So Lucky at the rear of the field. So racing towards the first of the four fences away from us, Gauvin and for Paddy de Plastre, over from Summersby and Finian's Rainbow. I'm So Lucky's off the back end by about 3 to 4 lengths. Alpha off, Oiseau de Nuit and Wishful Thinking precede that horse, as for Paddy de Plastre reaches the next, at which Wishful Thinking just landed a little bit back on his heels, a bit disorganised on landing. So they'll now bypass the open ditch, which was comprehensively demolished earlier on this afternoon, as Gauvin and for Paddy de Plastre a lead. From Finian's Rainbow, Summersby next with Alpha off. And again, just Ruby Walsh just changing his hands and niggling along on Alpha off, only for a couple of strides, but he's quite travelling as well as Oiseau de Nuit and Wishful Thinking towards the inside. Another who was briefly niggled along, but a good leap by Alpha off there. And in seventh place, a mistake by Oiseau de Nuit. So bottom bend, and out in front for Paddy de Plastre from Gauvin. In third place is Finian's Rainbow. Summersby in fourth place, Alpha off in fifth place. Wishful Thinking next from Oiseau de Nuit and I'm So Lucky. So they turn at the far end. There's 6 fences to take in the 25th anniversary of the Victor Chandler chase. And Gauvin raises the stakes now, and he presses on, and he's the first one to really put some pace to the contest. For Paddy de Plastre, Alpha off, Finian's Rainbow and Summersby, who just hit that as the pace was increasing. Then Wishful Thinking from Oiseau de Nuit. So Gauvin hasn't shaken off the attentions of Finian's Rainbow, Alpha off for Paddy de Plastre and Summersby with a big leap. Then Wishful Thinking, so heading towards the final open ditch, which is 4 from home. Gauvin with Finian's Rainbow, Summersby coming there between horses, and Alpha off in fourth place. For Paddy de Plastre is next. So now the big guns begin to move to the front, and Finian's Rainbow is the first one to stretch them. From Alpha off and Summersby in second and third. For Paddy de Plastre, Gauvin was a faller when on the retreat, back in fifth place. So turning for home, it's Finian's Rainbow, Alpha off. Ruby Walsh continuing to stoke the coals. In third is Summersby, then for Paddy de Plastre as they turn towards the second last. The big guns fighting out the Victor Chandler. Finian's Rainbow white jacket, Alpha off the grey. Summersby in green and maroon switching to the inside. Finian's Rainbow has been smooth to this point. He's over 2 from home. Alpha off landing a little bit in a heap. Then towards the inside, Summersby, and for Paddy de Plastre down towards the last. Finian's Rainbow, Summersby up the inside. Then Alpha off for Paddy de Plastre is in fourth. The last, Finian's Rainbow, Summersby in second place, has a neck to find. Then Alpha off up the run in Finian's Rainbow by about a neck or so. Summersby, his chance to shine, goes to the front, half a length clear from Finian's Rainbow, and at the line, Summersby will land his Grade 1 and win the Victor Chandler. In second was Finian's Rainbow. Back in third place was Alpha off for Paddy de Plastre, and I'm So Lucky, the next home.